Listen, I ignore people all the time. Somebody look, I'm about to tell you. Hold up. I'm about to show y'all. Hold up. Let me get out my messages. I want y'all all in my business. Anyway, um, hold up. There's a comment somewhere, uh, where they the Kirk Frost shit. Kirk Frost stupid ass commenting on Megan Thee Stallion, and we'll talk about Megan Thee Stallion's documentary first. I really want to get into that. I was trying to find it, but Kirk commented and said that, hold up, I got it in my saves, y'all. But Kirk commented and said, "Free Tory Lanez. He can't believe that Tory is in jail and they slept together." And I'm just kind of like, okay, so can you explain to me the 1+1 that doesn't equal 2 in this situation? Hold up, y'all. Let me see. Did I save it? I thought I saved it. Ugh. Ugh. Hold up. Because, listen, I know people have been adding me for their God in that. Talking to me ever since I commented on that shit. But the fact that he even, I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? This is the reason why, like, the internet, not that one. The internet is such a weird place, man. Such a weird place. Because people just really be online saying anything, going back and forth about anything, trying to create an argument about anything. And it is so weird. Oh, God. I'm trying to find it, y'all. Hold up. Because I thought I saved it, but I guess I didn't. Damn. I was just seeing it in my shit a second ago. Man, the neighborhood talk. But we're gonna get into Megan Thee Stallion situation first. Um, I told y'all I'm not letting up. Somebody commented when I was talking about the documentary on Instagram earlier, and they were saying how, people really thought I was crazy back when this happened because of how I was, going about the situation, because it just didn't make any sense to me. In my mind, it doesn't matter how much of a hoe somebody is. It doesn't matter who they sleep with. Nobody should be shooting them. Like, that's insane for you to feel like somebody deserves to get shot, or a person should be able to shoot someone and get away with it simply because you don't like them, or because they slept with him, or and it was their friend. Like, all of that shit, I don't care about any of that. I feel like people should be able to live and not be harmed in order to be hoes another day. Okay? Like, that's how I feel about it. And I think that the law feels that way about it as well, which is why it's so weird the way people responded to Megan Thee Stallion being shot by Tory Lanez, and the way people still to this day, here it is, refuse to see the truth of the matter. Kirk Frost, who is a father, a grown ass man, says, "Free that man." Now is giving mad because he smashed the homegirl. Not cool. This man is in jail. He's in jail because he shot her. Stupid. I don't know why this is hard. I don't know. I don't understand why this is hard. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my God. Free Rashida first. But see, Rashida don't want to be freed, y'all, because Rashida gonna be online defending this stupid ass nigga in 2 seconds. All because Meg said this.
Yes, I lied to Gail King. I know that you're gonna ask me about this. I just want to talk about the shooting. Why'd you ask me about the story? That's not what this is about. Even if I was, like once, maybe twice on a drunk night, kept catching me out of my mind.
And that's another thing nobody listened to in that. That's another thing nobody listened to in that. That girl said he kept catching me when I was fucked up and out of my mind. Which makes me feel like Tory Lanez was taking advantage of Meg in moments, just like she said he was. If she buku drunk and she sad over what's going on and she really crashing out because her mom just died, And we can just talk about, the documentary. Okay. So I thought the documentary was really good. I thought it was really, really good. I liked the way it was done. I think she looked so beautiful. These shots of her, like just chilling, laying in the bed, looking at her phone, no makeup on, like she is beautiful. She is a beautiful girl. And I feel like seeing her on video, you could tell sometimes pictures and shit don't really be doing people justice. You know what I'm saying? But I was really captivated by her beauty while watching this. But another thing was just the chain of events. First of all, I like the way they did it in an anime type of way. It was giving Kill Bill. There's certain moments that are real in dialogue, like this shot, but then the things that they wanted to reenact, like the shooting and things of that nature, she is, a cartoon. It's all in cartoon form. And I was there online the night that this shit happened. I remember exactly how it happened. I remember seeing the bullet holes with her foot in it. I remember her saying that, she remember hearing somebody yell, "Dance, bitch." And then the next thing you know, she is on the ground and her feet are bleeding. I remember seeing the video of her dragging herself away from the car when the police pulled up. Like, so me personally, I don't understand how we can then get to the point where there are so many people that are constantly just yelling "free Tory" and acting like this man did not do this shit. But like the chain of events in Megan's life starts off with Megan and her mom. Okay. First of all, her dad was in jail for like the first 2 years of her life. He got out. They were really close. They had a great relationship. And then I believe he had a heart attack or a stroke or something like that and was just gone. It was her and her mom. Her mom was the rapper. She would listen to her mom rap and then she would like kind of battle her mom. They had this really great relationship when it came to the music. Her mom was the person that would tell her, rap that harder, twerk harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, her mom wanted to be an artist. So I felt like she was pushing Megan in a way that she would have wanted somebody to push her if she had the same type of chance and the same shot. And then her mom in 2019, kind of going into the height of her career, her mom has I think she had a stroke. And then eventually she was completely brain dead and they had to pull the plug and she had to pull the plug on her mom. To see Kelsey being there as her friend every step of the way, that goofy looking bitch, to see her there every step of the way, like to me, it is so plain to see. It was a brain tumor. Okay. All right. It was a brain tumor, brain cancer. I remember she saying her mom she had she said she wasn't feeling right. She was slurring. So that made me think stroke, y'all. But yes, brain cancer, brain tumor. And eventually she had to take her mom off of child support. Um, not child support, life support, y'all. Sorry. I'm reading stuff in my mind at the same time, trying to remember everything. So after her mom passes, she's going in her career. She's hanging with everybody. She's hanging with Tory. He was really cool. Kelsey is around trying to take the position of her mom. So I feel like Kelsey absolutely saw herself becoming like a mega, manager, or maybe eventually like, someone that's an assistant to celebrities. Like Kelsey saw herself taking this role in Megan's life. Okay. This shooting ends up happening. They're arguing. Meg never really says what exactly the argument was about, but she does admit, yes, I slept with him once or twice. Like she said here, it wasn't even that deep. It wasn't that deep. And at the moment, that's not what it was about. Now, I wish she would explain like what the argument was about that they were going back and forth about. But she says they were all arguing together. She got out the car. They told her to get back in the car. She got back in the car. Then they arguing again. She gets out the car again. Then she hears Tory say, "Dance, bitch." She turned around. He done shot 5 times. He runs up to her. Now he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Meg. I'm sorry, Meg. I didn't know. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it." And then he says, I'll pay y'all $1 million. Don't say anything. Don't say anything about it. She doesn't mention the part that Kelsey originally said that he was beating up on her too. She didn't mention any of that. But she did say she felt a way about the fact that Kelsey met with him after the fact and then you didn't even get online and say what really happened. So to me, I feel like she wasn't that mad about Tory, Kelsey. Kelsey was mad because when she met with Tory, that made Megan X her out. And so the opportunity she thought she was about to have was taken away from her. That's what Kelsey is mad about. That's what Kelsey is mad about. Kelsey is on camera the night of the shooting saying to Meg, are you okay? Are you okay, Meg? So to me, it doesn't look like you were mad at Meg. It did not, the night of, it doesn't really look like she was really mad at Meg once Meg got shot. She went to the hospital with her. Then she was on the phone with Tory at the hospital, and Tory is talking about, I'm so sorry. Tell her I'm sorry. Did y'all make it okay? And then after the fact, gets online and tries to pretend like he was apologizing for sleeping with them both. That was fucking cap. That girl ended up shot. Why would you be apologizing for smashing them both when everybody already knew that y'all was smashing? This is the thing that make me mad. There is literally a picture of Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez with his dick up against her ass and her with her ass poked out. They was on a red carpet together. That right there let me know they was fucking, because you wouldn't even be putting your ass on a nigga like that if you hadn't already put your ass on that nigga. So to me, I feel like Kelsey knew and did not care, because at the end of the day, her relationship with Megan was more important, because it was important to be the assistant, to be the manager, and to have access to this lifestyle. That's what the fuck Kelsey cared about. That's why she already knew that Megan and this nigga was fucking, because to me, it wasn't like they was acting like they wasn't. That picture, who said it was grape? Why y'all talking about that in the comments? Who said anything about that? I think that he is a narcissist that took advantage of Megan being emotionally distraught over her mother. He actually trauma bonded with her. He talked about it in the album that he came out with right after the shooting. I didn't say anything about grape. I don't know what's happening here in the comments, but I need for everybody to calm down. I said take advantage, because he did. I do think he preyed on her in that time. I do think even if something did happen that she didn't want to happen, she would never admit that to herself. So I also feel like Megan has said time and time again that she like fucking. What of it? She needs to put that on a t-shirt. But she likes to have sex. She says that all the time. That's her business. I wouldn't have fucked him, but that's her business. Either way, the point is he's a predatory as narc, is what it's giving. He wanted to have sex with them both. Y'all don't ever find any fault in him for that. Y'all find fault in Megan for having sex with him after Kelsey. Mind you, Megan is the star. They are seen together, flirting with each other. It looked like they were messing around before the shooting even happened. So to me, I don't think Kelsey gave a damn about Megan having sex with Tory. I think that would not have been the first dick that they shared. I don't think she cared about that. I think it was all about the fact that Megan X'd her out, and now she lost the opportunity. So now she's just as mad at Megan and wants to go at Megan as Tory is. Tory is making videos about chopping hooves, and y'all up here talking about he's innocent, free Tory. I had forgot about that video. I remember when it happened, but I had forgot about the video of him chopping hooves, which was literally like him making fun of her getting shot in the feet after allegedly telling her dance bitch. Yeah, it all feels like it goes together. That you were trying to harm her. You was mad that she was going in on your little ass. And so you decided to shoot her in the feet to try to ruin her career. That's what you were trying to do. That's what he was attempting to do. My dog. So the shooting happens. 6 months go by, 6 weeks. Megan, it has another performance. You see her feet tied up. She's talking about her feet hurts, but she's still gonna do her performance because she's a professional, and she wasn't gonna let that man stop her because that's exactly what he was trying to do. He was online talking. It took Megan a long time before she actually came out and said that he did it. I do believe that she was trying to protect them all when she said she stepped on glass. You can obviously see she didn't step on glass because she went to the hospital and they showed bullet fragments in her feet. You don't get a hole in the side of your foot from stepping on glass. Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. This is common sense. I don't even understand what anybody's talking about. So she finishes school. She's still coming out with music. She's still going #1. She's getting Grammys. You got, what you call them? Yeah, I am angry. I am angry about it. Watching it made me very angry. You are absolutely right. I am absolutely angry about the way people respond to somebody being shot and making them out to be the villain in their own assault. I am very upset about the way people have handled Megan and this whole situation, slut shaming her, talking about how she, is just a social climber and she's a whore and all of this shit. So that meant what happened to her was okay. That's crazy. Y'all are crazy. Something's wrong with y'all. That does make me angry. I have every right to feel a way about injustices in the world. I have every right to feel upset about seeing somebody hurt. I didn't have to be in a hospital room, baby. She posted it on live. She posted it on the internet. Stupid. I didn't have to be in a hospital room, baby. You can go Google the pictures. Are y'all okay? The documentary made me angry. It absolutely made me mad. It did. Because I felt like I was watching somebody by themselves. They get assaulted. They didn't do anything to anybody. And everybody is jumping on them, making them feel scared. Not me. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm gonna go off, y'all. I'm gonna go off. And y'all know I'm also looking at comments at the same time. But it's so upsetting to watch her go through that by herself. The only person it seemed like she had besides Ferris was her cousin who had that cute little baby. But she was still doing all this amazing shit while all of these people are attacking her. Milagro, DJ Academics, Joe Button is like, I just don't like her. What the fuck has Megan Thee Stallion ever did to you for you to dislike her that much? The dislike for somebody that's just doing their thing, and especially when it comes to pussy popping, ain't doing nothing that nobody else ain't done before. Like, this is nothing new. It's crazy to me. I don't like the mentality. I don't like what I saw. I hated it while it was happening. That's why I used to get up here and go off about it then as it was happening. That's why the video, the day that he got the guilty verdict, I was up here. I told y'all. That's why to this day, seeing all of that hashtag free Tory shit is so aggravating and upsetting. Like, it's insane. They were absolutely attacking her. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Sending people death threats and a barrage of people saying that you're a liar about something that's as plain to see as that nigga shooting her? Yes. And you know what's so funny? The thing that's so funny is that the same thing could happen to you, Rashonda. Rashonda, you could get shot by a man that you're in a relationship with, that you had sex with. He could get upset with you about something. And the people around you will ask you what you did to deserve to get shot. A man could put his hands on you right now, and people would ask you, what did you do in order for them to put their hands on you? You could be her before you would ever be the man that everybody's defending after shooting somebody. It could be you. Bye. That's why it's crazy to me. Because it could be you more than anybody else. It could be your black ass. Because black women get this treatment more than anybody else. Blame her for her own shooting. It's crazy. It's crazy. And even you in the comments laughing about the shit like it's funny. Like it's something to be laughing about. Like, we're grown adult people. I'm 36 years old. I don't know who you are, how old you are, but as a 36-year-old woman that has often interacted with angry, violent men, it's crazy for y'all to find shit that's so close to home so fucking funny. Crazy. Y'all wildin'. Now, the rest of the documentary is her having a, I'm gonna pick myself up. You know what I'm saying? This is the part in the movie where a bitch gotta pick theyself up and keep going, regardless to what everybody's talking about. And she did SNL and cried during the performance. And shout out to Lorianne, because Lorianne was helping her with her performances and everything. And she killed that performance, but she cried when she was up there. And I remember because I watched it and I felt for her so bad. After that, she takes a break for like a month, goes to a wellness retreat, gets all of these different types of therapy, and like gets to a better place for herself, and has a healthier relationship with social media, coming and going as needed. But yeah, and yeah, they broke into her house at the same time as the SNL thing happened. That's another thing. Somebody already thinks they're not safe. They were just shot. So, of course, that makes you feel like at any time anybody can do anything to you because you literally just got shot by somebody you was fucking with. So now you don't know who to trust. People are sending you death threats. You're performing in front of thousands of people, and at any moment, somebody could shoot, from the crowd or run up on you after a show. So now you're scared about that. Then you're also scared about the people that are close to you because this was people who were close to you, not just strangers. So now you're absolutely scared and depressed. Like, and then somebody breaks into your house and you got people in the comments talking about nobody attacked her. You don't think that's being attacked, being shot, being blamed for being shot, being called a hoe about it, having people break in your house, send you death threats after you already almost got killed. I'm so confused about how that's not being attacked. I'm so confused. And as far as her music, Megan was popping before she got shot. It was her summer. That's why it was so crazy that happened. Cause she was popping that summer. Like when that was the summer, what 2019, 2020? She was popping like a mug that summer. I was already on her music before the shooting, which is why I was glued to the shooting. Right. We from New Orleans. This is not funny. We see women being murdered. Bruh. Every day, B. Y'all in the comments. Oh, it's funny. Okay. Okay. You can feel how you want to feel about it, but please understand, nobody's ever going to shame me for my emotions about serious topics that matter to me because I've been affected by domestic violence or by people not believing you when somebody has harmed you. That shit is infuriating. I'm gonna always feel how I feel and express how I feel. Ain't nobody gonna ever make me feel no type of way about that. Amani, thank you for the super chat, boo. On the stand, Kelsey said that Tory and Megan were arguing about who the biggest star was in the car, and Tory was trying to prove he was the biggest star, which is why she was really getting in his ass, and he was not the biggest star. Thank you, Amani, for the super chat and for reminding us about that. Like, that was insane. First of, we really fell in love with Megan right around the time that Black Lady sketch show started, because they made all the hot girls make it pop pop pop. They intro song, and we loved that show, and we just got, we like, started listening to it. Like, I need to get into her a little bit more. And then you would see her freestyles out on the internet. And I mean, she was killing it. I am a hip hop head. I love real rap. And Meg always showed up as somebody that could ride a beat, that knew how to make her voice round and big, and knew how to throw her voice at certain words. Like, people may feel like, oh, she make the same type of music. That's because you don't really listen to her music. If you don't really listen to her music, you don't know how many different types of songs there are, about how she actually is the one sitting up there writing, putting her emotions into her album. Traumazine was impeccable. I don't care what nobody say. Traumazine is still to this day getting played all the time in my Jeep. Okay? Like, I just think she's a great artist even outside of that. And I think that um having this happen to her, regardless to, all this other shit, to me, that doesn't matter. That doesn't mean anybody deserves to be harmed. And she was harmed. And what should be going for what's right is the person who harmed her being held accountable for that, not him being freed because you don't like him. And I mean, because you don't like her and you like him, or because you don't like women, who speak out about sexuality. Like, that's crazy to me. But yeah, and then this act two it's been going hard too. Like, the act two, that TYG song, oh my god, that shit go hard. Plus, that song "How I Look" on Glorilla's album go hard as fuck. How I look, I love the way she threw her voice on that. Okay, so yeah, I was already a fan of hers. I will never be a stan of anybody. I knew she was lying about fucking Tory the entire time. I said that. I thought they was fucking around before the shooting happened. So Rocksteady is a good one too. It's a lot of bangers, because the Bigger in Texas was good too. Yes, to me, right is right and wrong is wrong. And at the end of the day, you don't get to just shoot people for no reason. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy that y'all feel like he should have got away with that. Or that there's another chain of events besides that. I still don't understand that shit. Either way, Kirk needs to shut the fuck up, okay? With that hairline. Shut the fuck up, Kirk, looking like that. You turtle face ass nigga. I can't stand these niggas. My God. Anyway, the documentary was really good. It's on Amazon Prime. If y'all want to check it out, y'all absolutely should. It's a tearjerker though. Like, I'm gonna say that. It made me very emotional watching it, because watching her go through that in real time, it was just hard to watch. Like, watching somebody feel what they were already feeling based on the things that people are saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just very hard to watch. But I hope she continues to take care of herself. I hope she continues to be surrounded by people that will really love and support her, and help guide her in a positive light, and make it easier for her to be successful without allowing the hate from nobodies in comments and shit to affect what she's doing. Because sometimes, I'm not as big as Megan Thee Stallion, but I feel like I totally understand what it's like sometimes to want to quit something you are so good at, just because you are tired of dealing with this. Like, it's crazy. And it's so funny because, like, watching other YouTubers, I recognize it's not just me that feels that way. You know what I mean? Like, you could love what you do, but people can really make you hate what you do by the way they act and how the internet is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. But whenever I see people like Megan keep going and keep being successful, it reminds me never to quit. Like, even with Big Crit. Like, Big Crit has never got on in the mainstream way like I feel like he deserves to. But if he ever stopped making music, it would break my heart. Like, it doesn't matter that he doesn't get the same Drake fandom, because to me, he's still a better artist. And I have to remind myself about that all the time when it comes to me doing YouTube. And it don't matter how good I am at this shit, my views or my subscriber count may not always reflect that. It's just, it is what it is. That's why you do shit, because you love it. Anyway, Najee Bishop, thank you for being a member for 14 months. I am mad that Traumazine was a great album and it was overlooked because of the case. Plus, the state pressed the charges against Chucky, aka Troy Lance. Thank you. And absolutely, that's another thing everybody forgets. Megan didn't press charges. The state did. Everybody forgets that. And they were really trying to handle this case as if it was a woman accusing a man of rape. And that's not what happened. That was not what was going on. Who she slept with was of no consequence to this case at all. Period. I'm glad that the court of law thought the same. All right. Now, let's move on.